Hi, my name is Rohan S, and I am an incoming freshman at the Harker School. So my main project is to design a hand gesture controlled robot, and it will also have a robotic arm. So my first milestone was to learn more about the flex sensors and how it will work with my Arduino. And so eventually these flex sensors will be on a glove that will be on my hand. So what I've done is since I don't have my robot built yet, I'm using my LEDs to simulate motion. So my program does is when I push one of these flex sensors, then it will signal one of these LEDs to turn on. So here's a demo. What I also have here is a console, and this will display a number when I push one of these flex sensors. So here we go. And you can see number 4 popped up here. I should say number 3, 2, and then 1. So what this is doing is so these flex sensors are a type of variable resistor, and what that means is that when I bend it, it will change the amount of resistance in the circuit, and this changes the current going through, and the current is read by the Arduino, and when the Arduino will check whether it is higher than 680, which I found out is the values that it usually is when the flex sensor is not bent, or if it's below 520. And if the analog reading is below 520, that means that the flex sensor is bent. So then what it does is, after it finds out if it's bent or unbent, if it's bent, what it will do is it turns on the LED that correlates with the specific flex sensor. So I learned a lot from this milestone. So some of the things that I learned were Arduino code. I've done a lot of code in the past, but I've never worked with Arduinos. I learned about how a breadboard works, and specifically in my specific breadboard there was a gap, and that caused a lot of problems. So in the end we just had to add one extra wire to connect the two hemispheres of the gap, but so that was one issue. But then I also learned about variable resistors such as my flex sensors, and the connection between an input device, the Arduino, and an output device, so the flex sensor, Arduino, and the LEDs. Now looking forward for my main project, I'm going to start working on the XP, so I can have a wireless connection between my Arduino on my glove and the Arduino on my robot. So thank you for listening.